President Trump invited lawmakers back to his apprentice set to discuss what can be done to stop gun violence. Now, if people came in expecting Trump to side with Republicans, they were in for a big shock, because Trump is unpredictable. Just when you think he's going to zig, he punches you in the nuts.
President Trump shocked lawmakers in a bipartisan meeting on Wednesday, calling out the NRA, calling for comprehensive gun control measures backed by Democrats.
Lawmakers are confused after President Trump seemed to buck his own party.
Some of you people are petrified of the NRA. You can't be petrified.
Yeah, Donald Trump attacked his own party for being scared of the NRA. I did not see that coming. Like, that was the craziest twist since the end of Usual Suspects, you know? Yeah, like when we found out that Kevin Spacey molested Kaiser Soze, that was just mind-blowing. And if you thought Trump was going rogue when he attacked Republicans and the NRA, wait until you see him supporting the Democrats.
Mr. President, what do we do about weapons of war easily accessible on our streets? You go into a store and you can buy an AR-15.
You can.
You can buy a Tech-9. I mean, you can buy all these weapons.
Joe and Pat, you're going to have to discuss that. You'll sit down with Diane and everybody else, and you'll come up with something. And I think I really believe it has to be very strong.
Did you see that? Did you see the joy on Dianne Feinstein's face when Trump tells the conservatives to put her shit in the bill? Like, she looks happier than Ted Cruz on Halloween. He's like, finally, my doorbell rang, yeah! All the Democrats in this meeting were giddy. Like, look at Amy Klobuchar. When Trump shut down the Republicans' concealed carry idea, like, all of a sudden, she's Jim from The Office. Like, are you guys seeing this? And this was pretty much how the whole discussion went. Trump supported all of the Democrats' gun control positions, right? Universal background checks, raising the minimum age to buy rifles, banning all domestic abusers from purchasing guns. Trump pushed all of their ideas. And it was so disorienting seeing a completely different side of Donald Trump. Right? It's like finding out your grandma works part-time as a dominatrix, you know? Yeah, it's like, that's right, they call me the queen of nipple play. And just like a dominatrix, President Trump truly pushed the limits. Because at one point, Mike Pence tries to step in and say, calm down, people. There will be due process before anyone's guns are taken away. And Trump was like, or...
But the focus is to literally give families and give local law enforcement additional tools if an individual is reported to be a potential danger to themselves or others. Allow due process, so no one's rights are trampled.
Or might take the firearms first and then go to court, because that's another system. Because a lot of times, by the time you go to court, it takes so long to go to court to get the due process procedures. I like taking the guns early. You know, the police saw that he was a problem. They didn't take any guns away. Now, that could have been policing. I think they should have taken them away anyway, whether they had the right or not.
Okay, my mind is gonna explode. Donald Trump just said, F your rights, I'm taking your guns. Isn't that what he said Hillary was gonna do? Yeah, Donald Trump flipped so much in this meeting. I was waiting for him to be like, the reason I sound like Hillary is because it's actually me! It was me all along! Yeah! It was just a wig and fruit roll-ups. I can't believe you fell for it. Lock me up. Now look, this is an extreme position by Trump. Right? It's even more extreme than the Democrats were asking for. And I guess yesterday, some people on the left got a glimpse of why Trump's people love him so much. He wants to take action, and he's not going to let anything stop him. And people on the right got a glimpse of why people are terrified of Trump on the left. He wants to take action, and he's not going to let anything stop him. And like, we shouldn't really be surprised that Trump is flipping on guns. Because in his heart, he's never really been a gun nut.
My sons have been members of the NRA for many, many years, and they're incredible. They have so many rifles and so many guns, sometimes even I get a little bit concerned. I said, that's a lot.
You see? You see, that was the truth slipping out. You see that? Yeah. Although, I mean, to be fair, I also wouldn't want my kids having guns if one of them was Eric. I mean... Yeah, no. Forget guns. That guy should go through a background check before every smile. Come on now. But before you get too excited for your new gun grabber in chief, just remember what happened with DACA not too long ago. Trump was at that same table, agreeing with Democrats on immigration, and then 2 days later, Africans were from shithole countries and the whole thing fell apart. Yeah. So basically, I wouldn't be shocked if next week when Trump is talking about protecting schools, all of a sudden he's like, look, why do we care about these douchebag kids anyway? We need more kids from Norway, folks. More kids from... I didn't say douchebag, I said douche house. But at the end of the day, I think this whole meeting just proved how simple the gun issue really is at its core. Because every other issue, healthcare, taxes, you know, Trump has no idea what's going on. But with school shootings, he's like, guys, I think I figured it out. It might be the guns. Guns make the bang bang. Guns make the